So I was in Siberia, that's where I went in Russia, and when I got there it was about the end of November. So it was already really cold, there was a lot of snow on the ground. And I remember coming out of the airport and just seeing snow everywhere. And little did I know the snow would be there for, I don't know, another 5 months without melting. Just like stays, it doesn't ever get warm enough to melt until...
The Russian people were very sincere, and they told you how it is, and they complimented you so sincerely, and they were very real. They also, they had a lot of hardship. There were so many, there's so many older women primarily, not a lot of older men, it seemed like, because of the war and all of that. But the older women were so strong and genuine, and they were such an example to me. A big thing is a lot of these women, particularly these old women, they would invite you into their home, and even though they have such little food and they don't even have a lot of meat all the time because it's kind of expensive and it's more for the holidays, they would give you basically everything they have, and they would feed you an enormous amount of food and just like give you a feast. And I thought, I was just touched so many times, and my heart was just filled with gratitude and felt so warm by these women who were so just suffered a lot in their lives, you can tell, and suffered a lot with their families, and whether they were one of the few members of the church or not, or maybe active in the Orthodox Church, they were all kind and they were all giving of everything they had, it seemed like. As long as we are just true and real with them and kind to them as well. And I just really appreciated that. And it's not something that I would ever have imagined before having gone to Russia. I just didn't know, and I really, really liked the people, and I really missed the old ladies, the babushki, and they're just so strong.
Still the end of winter. But right off the bat, from the start at the airport, we got into a taxi, and it was me and one other elder that was with me. He was new, and then an assistant to the president, one of the APs that was helping us speak Russian. Obviously, we didn't speak very good at that point, and so he's kind of explaining to the taxi driver where we wanted to go. And I remember feeling kind of a little nervous because the taxi driver was driving really fast and there's snow covering all the roads. But he was still driving really fast. And we were crossing over this bridge, and all of a sudden he kind of just started sliding out a little bit and tried to correct it, but didn't really do very well. And we ended up spinning like a couple circles in the car, and then came to a stop. And me and the other elder that were new, we were kind of like looking around like what just happened. But the assistant that had been there for a lot longer, had been in Russia, been in Siberia, he just looked back at us and said, "Welcome to Russia, elders."